What's up? What's up? What's up, my people? Let's get it. Dream Wise here. Dream Wise. Man, um, I wanted to break down this movie real quick. This Moana movie. I wanted to tap in to the love for yourself and the love for humanity. That's right. Because I know a lot of people get confused in the heart chakra. They don't know which way to go. So I'm gonna break that down real quick. What this Moana is showing us, what Disney's trying to do to us, and we're gonna make this thing happen. But first, well, you know what? Let me tell y'all why I'm doing this shit. Let me tell y'all why what's really going on. See, movies are done to create an emotion, right? Movies are rituals. Movies are rituals to program your mind to whatever the intent is, right? Suspension of belief. When you're watching a movie, you are suspending your struggles of the day and letting the movie take you to Never Land. Especially when you go to the theaters and it's all dark and shit. They got the lights going, they got the dark going. And you basically letting the movie take you where you want to go. Your subconscious mind is wide open and ready to receive that programming. The movie always has an intent and it always has something it wants to give you in the darkness, the hidden message. So my whole plight and journey is to give light on how important these symbols are. How important it is to debunk the ritual and understand what they are trying to show you in the darkness. Out of darkness comes light, remember? So when you uncover these hidden messages, darkness messages, right? They're trying to portray to you, the ritual doesn't work on you. If you understand what they're trying to do, it does not work on you. It's easy. Most of these movies are trying to save the world and make you fall in love with humanity and keep this circle of time going. You have to just understand that from the jump. Why? Because the elite or this 1% is trying to keep this world going. So if you start there, you're usually going to be able to debunk any ritual these movies try to plant into your subconscious. Starting with destroying the world, ridding yourself of humanity. Now, with all these Disney movies, they're trying to save humanity and make you an upstanding citizen. So you have to be able to debunk the ritual from the jump. You have to understand that all the movies and all these rituals that they're trying to do is to keep you locked down into this world. Okay? And side note, movies are a great way for you to decode your dreams and understand what your spirit is trying to say to you. Your subconscious mind is giving you these symbols through your dreams, your waking life, deep meditations, and it is up to you to be able to decode the language so you can understand what's in store for you for this waking life. That's all we're doing here, family. So I don't say decoding movies. I ain't decoding shit. I'm breaking down the movies as I'm watching them. I see the hidden message they're trying to say. You know, out of darkness comes light. Out of darkness comes light. So you want to be aware of these movies as you're watching them. You just don't want to fall into the ritual and the intent they're trying to give to you. Then when the movie is done, I have a deeper understanding of what they wanted to plant in my subconscious mind. But, you know, the ritual doesn't work on me. Why? Because I'm an observer, right? I observe my whole surrounding. I am not human. I am a god. I'm a chaos being. I don't have no inkling to be one of them. Okay? So all this Kanye West and all this other stuff. No, I'm observing the issue at hand, but I'm not letting it have some kind of emotional pull on me. And you should be doing the same thing too. Don't go into these movies getting hypnotized by the light and theatricals. You can enjoy a movie while still being aware of it. And that's all we're doing, family. And y'all know it. Y'all know it. So I'm going to break down this Moana real quick. Remember, loveliftlife.com. Loveliftlife.com. Y'all make it happen. Go get you your symbols. Go get your symbols and turn up. Get them symbols. Get them Ashe cards. Get your statues. You know what I'm saying? Your crystals. And start embracing your higher self. Start embracing your higher self, all right? All right, so let's get into it. Let's get it. Moana. Okay, so Moana. Follow your heart. Your heart chakra is the key. Your heart chakra is the key. Okay, so you are on a quest, a hero's journey to remember why you came down to this plane in the first place, right? Your mission is to understand you and what makes you tick. What makes you you, right? And the experience is you put yourself through in this journey already been planned out. Okay. Oh, you think you just stumbled upon consciousness? No, consciousness was in your plan when you laid out the journey of ignorance. That's all this is a big journey of ignorance, right? You just beat the mind control and manipulation of this system when you break down these movies, understand your symbols, understand your dreams, and you're finally able to remember why you came down here. Okay, because we got to go home, right? So let's see how. So your heart chakra, right, is the key, is the key, is the key. But if you're in love with humanity rather than love with yourself, oh, you're taking the wrong pill. You are taking your wrong pill. Okay, and I'm gonna break this down as we go through the movie. So this is Moana. Let me see what I wrote down. It said, one day the heart will be restored to Te Fiti and save us all. The hero's journey is set to save humanity. Right, so that's Moana. She already know what time it is. She already know what she about to get into, right? So the stage is set when she was a baby. It's already set. She's the hero in her journey, as you are the hero in your journey, okay? And as you can see in this slide, the ocean chooses her. The ocean gives her the heart, which is just a symbolic representation of her own heart, right? Okay. So Moana means ocean. So ocean, giving her the heart, ocean, and her receiving the heart that's supposed to restore humanity is still the same thing, okay? Her name is Ocean. Her name means ocean, and the ocean gave her the heart. And this just tied in all together. Now, as you'll see throughout the movie, they tie in everything. Everything is tied in through Moana, which is in all movies. Okay. So she knows her path has to do something with the ocean, right? Something inside of her knows. A feeling or something keeps pulling her, right? And we're going to see how this works out. So Moana's parents want her to stay on the island and just rule over the island, okay? Work and forget about your heart's desires. You'll have a fulfilling life if you just play it safe, right? Right, just a fulfilling life if you'll play it safe. Now, I'm gonna play this song, and I want y'all to listen to it carefully because it tells you clues into the movie as this song is going. There's so much to do. On the terror, that's all you need. We share everything we make. We joke and we leave our love. The fishermen come back from the sea. Don't walk away. Moana must be on the ground now. Our people will need a chief, and there you are. There comes a day. You're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. Consider the coconut, consider its trees. The coconut, that's all we need. The coconuts. Provided when we look to the future, there you are. Okay, I'm just decided you must find happiness right where you are. Okay, so now in that song, you heard a million coconuts. The coconut will save you. Is nutritious for our body and blah 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 blah. Right. And that's what they live off of. You know, coconuts, water, eating the coconut, using it in their livelihood. So right here, this slide, Moana's grandma is telling her to follow her heart and not listen to her parents in a subtle way, right? Listen to her inner knowing. That spirit inside that keeps pulling you. Okay? So there's something inside of her saying, you know what? This humanity is not really what it is. But I gotta do what my parents say. I gotta be with my parents, right? But as you see, she's telling her to trust her instincts and suspend all rationale and logic. Grandma's telling her this. Moana, that voice inside is who you are. You just gotta follow it, right? But remember, Disney is not on your side. They trying to keep you in this humanity, right? And I'm gonna show you how they do it. So Dad won't let her be greater. Keeps telling her her life is for the people and her family. Family. Your life is for the people and your family. But remember, these ain't your family. This ain't your parents. Now, I know you got some kind of human connection, draw to them and all of that, right? But you got to remember, you came down here for a purpose. When you all dead and gone, it's going to be a different story. You ain't going to know. Well, you probably still know your peoples, but at the same time, you're going to realize you came through your mom for a certain reason. Okay? You chose your parents for a certain reason. Okay? You are a soul. You are a soul encased in a human body. But obviously, Moana starts believing in her father's destiny for her. And she starts accepting the idea that an islander worker she is, right? I might as well just be a worker for the people, right? Oh, no, you don't want to do that. Right? But guess what? Your path and destiny will always be calling you. That little voice will keep pushing you to your life's work, right? And that's where grandma is. That little slight hint of knowing. Right? Now, watch how Disney plays here. So Moana is working, being a great leader on the island and stuff. But the calling is too strong. Her parents are working overtime and squashing her dreams of going out to sea, exploring the world, blah, 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 taking her life in her own hands and living it to the fullest. Her calling, right? Her parents are trying to kill that dream. So she decides to just jump right in and follow that little voice that's inside of her, right? She knows there's more fish beyond the reef. There's more to this life than sitting here and just being stuck. There's more beyond this play it safe, conformity, get along as life, right? She feels it, right? But she really wasn't ready for that life. She must have just been going off of adrenaline or something. Because why? She didn't have the heart. She didn't have the heart for it. Figuratively and physically. And you'll see who has her heart as we go on through the movie. Remember, y'all go check out these Disney movies, man. Go check out Moana if you haven't seen it. And watch it, observe what Disney is trying to do. Not time yet, right? So after her first attempt to live out her destiny, Moana wants to give up and finally put her stone on the mountain, right? Call it a quits. But that's like us, right? We do something, we're doing something, we're trying to dive into the spirituality and make everything pop off. But for some reason, something deters us, the demiurge comes and slows us down. And no, we can't give up. This is an ongoing process. So she basically sealed her fate to stay on the island, and be a servant for the people, right? See, but grandma knows. Look how grandma looking at her. Grandma knows what's up. She like, what? Okay. She knows she has a greater path, so she's gonna tell her, okay, do what you want to do. But she knows you can't not be on your path. You can't be about your work, right? It's gonna happen. Whatever your path is, that's what it's gonna be. Whatever your purpose was, you cannot not do it. Put it like that. But she lets her figure it out on her own. Remember, your own universe. It's all about you. Grandma does a great job on not conforming to her mind. So grandma is comfortable with who she is. She understands you can choose whatever you want, but your purpose will come. It's up to you to drive it home, right? She says, I'm going to come back as one of these because she knows she about to be an ancestor and she about to dive in. She love that water, right? So even when you die, you're going to be whatever your mind says you are, right? So it's up to you to make up your mind and follow your heart. Right? So grandma is going to help her out. She's going to take her to the cave, okay? And you know what a cave is in movies. Subconscious mind realm, right? So Okay. So grandma takes her to the cave. The answer to the question you keep asking yourself, right? Everything is inside of you. If you ask the question, you have an answer to it. You have all the answers to your question. Otherwise, how do you form the question? It's up to you to go within and figure out the answers to your question. Okay? We know that, man. So she goes into the cave, her subconscious mind, bangs the drum, lights up her pineal, right? Fires up her pineal, and then the Akashic record story happens, right? Her past happens, right? Right? She sees what they were. She realized her people are voyagers. And her passion, intuition to set sail and see the world was an urge she had to accomplish. Right? Now, this is important because Disney will give you some science in a hidden way, right? But they want you to be the hero of humanity, the world. And when we get to the end of the movie, you'll see how Disney has the agenda to make this circle of time keep going. Okay? That's why in the title I said you got to choose love for self or love for humanity. Okay? It's all the same in the heart chakra. You just got to figure out which one you're doing. All right. So grandma gives her back her heart. Since she found out through Akashic records and everything what she was meant to do and blah, blah, blah. Grandma gives her back her heart. And now she knows her heart's desire is to be a voyager. And with the heart, she is ready to set sail. So remember, world, Moana, same thing, same correlation. Remember, she got it as a kid. Okay? But her grandma had to make sure she was ready. Right? So now this is where grandma comes into play. Grandma becomes an ancestor. Right? Lets her know she lives within her. There's nowhere you can go that I won't be with you. He lets her know straight up. Your ancestors are always with you, right? Call on them when you need a little guidance or help. Especially on this physical realm, right? Let's get through this thing. Okay, so now let's go to Moana's boat real quick. So the symbol on the boat is a spiral symbol, which stands for feminine energy. Okay, creation. Or better yet, taking life's journey and dealing with the changes of life as it happens. That's why the feminine energy, guys, is what we want to tap into. You know, as we walk through this waking life, using our spirit, our intuition, our hunches, blah, 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 right? That's that feminine energy. Feminine energy. Okay. So that spiral just means creation. She's female. She's gonna let her spirit guide her, right? So let's move forward with this thing. So Moana gets to the demigod, right? The demigod Maui. And Moana got there, what you would call it chance, or you would call it luck or a coincidence. But oh, wait, there is no such thing as a coincidence, right? She got swept by the storm, and all of a sudden she landed on Maui's island. She's letting her spirit guide her. Okay? She's tapped in. She's tapped into that to that knowing, that aspect. She knew she was gonna be good on that boat. She don't even know how to sail a boat. She knew she was gonna be good though. The ocean had her back. Moana, ocean. Okay? Everything ties in. Oh, she basically tells Maui, you are not my hero. Why? Because she is the real hero. So here comes the coconuts. Now, remember at the beginning when I played that song with Moana's family singing and all of that, right? The coconuts represent an aspect where the family was praising coconuts, right? It's how we get our water, our nutrients, and so on and so forth, right? But we know there's two sides to every coin, right? Like and unlike are the same. Matter of fact, this is kind of like some Gnostic teaching, right? Everything is bad down here. Okay? We'll go read the Gnostics. Understand what they're talking about when they say that. So the coconuts could be good, right? But they also can be bad. They can be good for you, bad for you, right? Just like everything, just like being a vegan, it can be good or bad. It depends on, did you make up your mind? Okay? What you thought was good is also bad too. Polarity. Let's jump into this next slide, man. Let's get it. Let's drive it home. Okay, so Moana is learning from Maui, her demigod self. Maui represents her demigod. Maui just represents an aspect of her. Remember, everything in the movies represents an aspect of the main character. Okay, I don't care what movie it is. Most of the time, they might have something that generalizes something else, but majority of the time, every aspect of movies represents something inside the main character. Okay, like the chicken and the pig in this movie, they represented something also, right? But I didn't want to even put all that in because this would have been a really long presentation. So basically Moana is learning from Maui, right? Her demigod self, about how she can conquer the world. And what does he say? It's seeing where you're going in your mind. Okay? Now this is where they set you up at, right? This is where they're trying to set you up. This is where Disney comes with the okie doke. Now they telling you all of this, right? Especially little kids as they watching this. But then at the same time, they trying to make you stick with humanity, just like all movies are. Okay. So now they're about to go into this realm of monsters, right? Basically back into the subconscious mind. They're going to jump right in. right? They're going to tap in. And Moana jumps right in, down into the realm of monsters, right? And y'all know what monsters are. Like, they're the deeper aspects of our mind. Okay? Basically, without humanity, without law and order and blah, 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 and human nature and what's right, and you got to do it like this, and rules and all of that. When we die, we live inside our mind. So if you're able to control your mind, you'll be able to do whatever the fuck you want, right? Whatever you want. But if you're not able to control your mind, guess what you're going to be doing? If you've been hooked into this humanity, you're sitting around waiting for Jesus to come, then that's what you're going to be doing in your mind when you die, until you get pulled back into a body. So it's up to you to control your mind. The mind is all. The universe is mental. Okay. And they went through the whole Kabbalion in this thing too. All the laws of Tahuti. Okay, I should have wrote those in too. All right. So they go into mind, her subconscious mind, so she can battle her ego, right? So she's gonna battle her ego, blah blah blah. The ego is the crab Tamatoa. So Tamatoa doesn't want Moana or Maui to retrieve the hook, right? And like I said, Tamatoa, this crab thing, basically represents Moana's ego, as she has to battle that part of her that is still afraid or prideful, etc., and trying to get through this journey, right? Okay, so it's up to you to understand that this demiurge energy will throw things at you, will throw obstacles in your way, right? But it's up to you to rid yourself of that energy. Remember, everything is energy. If you're thinking a certain way, change your mind. Okay? Simple as that. Make it happen. So, Moana and Maui make it to Ka. Okay, we're going to skip ahead. Now, this is where we understand that Moana is actually a hero, right? As you can see, Maui saying, "You done delivered Maui across the great sea," which is really just saying you're about to dive into this thing and do this yourself. Because remember, Maui is just an aspect of Moana. And, you know, Maui was trying to be the hero, but we already know who is pure of heart and who has the heart, who the heart was given to, and who can restore the heart, right? But remember, Disney's trying to restore it for one thing. Okay? So basically, Maui, that aspect of her self fails, and Maui basically knows he's not the true hero in this thing, right? So Moana's worried. She's trying to figure this thing out, blah, blah, blah. Now, she's trying to figure it out. She's trying to think, what do I do? And voila, Moana's grandmother comes to her, right? Ancestors are always around to help guide you on your journey. How many of y'all talk to y'all ancestors? How many of y'all know that they live within you? Their spirit doesn't die. Their body might die. Okay. Their soul might transfer on to somewhere else, but that spirit doesn't die. And they have enough energy to help you out on this realm and reality if you know what to ask. Okay? If you just ask, right? So grandma comes and grandma basically says, hey, look, it's you. You the hero. You thought it was Maui? No, it was actually you the whole time. And I'm here by your side, so you ain't gonna lose. Your name is Moana, the ocean. You are the ocean. Conquer this thing, okay? Let's fast forward through this thing. So basically, she meets up with Takai. She says, all right, I'm going to have to battle this thing, man. I'm going to have to get on my grind and battle. Shoot, I'm a big girl. I can do it. Let me see what time it is, man. Let me try to battle this monstrous thing, right? But she realized, wait, Takai just needs a heart. Wait, this is a part of me. Wait a minute, this is me that's angry inside. This is me that's mad inside. Right? This is me still dealing with my lower chakras. Right? The wounded child, right? Look at them eyes. Moana knows, wait, this is an aspect of me. So I need to be able to tap in and make this thing happen. She knows who you truly are. Right? Which is her self. But remember, Disney got that bullshit going on. Y'all know Disney. They got that goofy stuff going on, right? So she restores the heart, which is an aspect of her. And as she restores the heart, she realizes, wait, there goes Moana. There goes Moana looking at an aspect of herself. Okay? She knows what time it is. But remember, Disney is trying to save the world, save humanity, make you fall in love with this circle of time. So Moana's looking at herself, but she's actually looking at the world, and she feels like her heart is in the place of doing her world's justice, doing her humanity's outreach or whatever, being an upstanding human, upstanding citizen, right? So she restores the heart, which is all green. Everything's green. Of course, the earth is green. And she makes it back home, right? Makes it back home to her parents, right? And Moana saves humanity. See, the heart chakra can go two ways. Love for yourself or love for humanity and saving the people, right? And that's what she does. She saves the people. So it's up to you to reach inside and see what your heart desires are. Okay? If you feel like, okay, yeah, I want to be a lawyer so I can rock this society or whatever, or I want to be a doctor so I can save as many people as I can, or that's all good and well, good deeds. There's nothing wrong with that. Do your human thing, man. But the heart chakra is meant to be open to save yourself. Love for self. Which pill did you take? Right? So find out who you are by being true to self, loving yourself, doing your work, doing your spiritual work, self-deifying, right? Loveliftlife.com. Get your statues, get your Ashe cards. Do your spiritual work by finding out who you truly are and who you're truly meant to be, right? Because if not, shoot, you're gonna keep this humanity on your mind, right? You're gonna keep this island in your heart, this world in your heart, and you're just gonna be coming back and doing it over and over and over again. Get out the circle of time. Fall in love with self. Okay? So, man, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. Loveliftlife.com. Dream wise. Go get your spiritual tools and turn up. Okay, turn up on self. Until next time, peace.